Good morning. Is my voice clear to you all?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. So today we will be completing your HRM subject. The last part of HR is your HR audit. सब लोगों ने अपना असाइनमेंट सबमिट किया है ना? मैं आज वो कंपाइल करके
Yes, ma'am.
ग्रुप में डाल दूंगी। बट इसका इसका नाम नहीं होगा तो एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेंगे।
Excuse me, ma'am.
यस थोड़ा साउंड म्यूट करो खुद को, बहुत आवाज आ रही है। हाँ, कोई तो एक्सक्यूज मी मैम बोलो।
Ma'am Tejashree,
हाँ, टेल मी।
did you receive my assignment yesterday with name?
Well, I had received your mail, but I have not checked your assignment that you have your name in it.
Okay, ma'am.
Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Okay, let's start then. So the last part of so the last part of your HR chapter is HR audit. Like last class we had HRIS, Human Resource Information System. Now, like after all your HR functions of recruitment, all your HR functions of training and development, all your HR functions of doing the whole of organizational like controlling the HR part. The last part that we come to is where we are doing an analytical, investigative, and a comparative process. Like in case of HR audit, it is just a management control device. In case of HR audit, it is a management control device. Like it is moreover used so that we can judge the organization's performance and we can also judge the effectiveness of HR management. Now, when I say it is an analytical, investigative, and a comparative process, it gives a feedback. It gives a feedback about the HR functions that the managers, different operating managers, and the HR specialist does, and it also mainly helps in studying the effectiveness of the personnel programs. Like it helps in providing a feedback about how the HR, how the managers are meeting with their HR duties, like how they are how they are providing a quality control check on the HR activities. But then why do we do HR audit? We basically do HR audit because if whatever kind of you think you do, or whatever kind of work you do, at the end you need to measure its effectiveness. So in order to measure the effectiveness of the HR management's mission, effectiveness of HR management's goals, strategies, policies, programs, and activities, this HR audit is taken place. And moreover, there is an action plan that has to be set up for the future. As we know, like we are in a volatile environment, wherever changes are to be made, or some kind of uncertain changes that will crop up, so an action plan has to an action plan has to be brought forward, and that will be a response to the measurement. Like it will be a response to whatever the mission, goals, objectives, strategies that department has set up. It is just a response to that mission, goals, and strategies. Now, what are the objectives of HR audit? The first one is you have to review every aspect of management of HR so as to determine whether there is an effectiveness of each programs in the organization. Second is to seek explanation and information in respect of if there is a failure of HR and if there is a success of HR. For example, they have incorporated a new training policy. Now, whether that training policy is effective, whether that training policy is able to achieve the objectives, here we kind of do an audit of that search, like whether to see that there is a failure of this training policy or there is a success of this training policy. So this HR audit has taken place. Third is to evaluate the implementation of the policies. Like whatever policies you have implemented in that organization, we have to evaluate that whether those policies are in place with the departments, or whether those policies are in place with the organization. Then to evaluate the performance of personnel, staff, and employees to seek priorities, values, and goals of management philosophy. Now, when we talk about HR audit, like the very essential of HR audit is where we are evaluating. Like till now, we have been talking about HR department, but when we talk about HR audit, it is more about evaluating the HR department's performance. Like it examines the various HR tasks in a company. Now, when we talk about HR audit, how do we look at like HR audit किस area में हो सकता है? For example, there is a hiring procedure. We do an HR audit on the basis of hiring procedure. We do employee onboarding. Like employees, they are given their specific when they are coming in, like when they are recruited, they are selected, they are inside the organization, they are given a certain kind of training so that they will be accustomed with the culture of that organization. So that is called as your employee onboarding. We draw up a compensation plan in terms of like there are different grades, there are different different positions. So we do our compensation plan according to that. There is a benefit package. Benefit package is as per the executive's rank, as per the executive's grade. The benefit packages are drawn and it has been given to them. There is a performance review method. Like it is not, we are not talking about a performance review here. We are talking about how that performance review is being done. Then there is a termination of tenure. Termination of tenure in terms like, for example, somebody has to leave this organization. Like he has to give a 3 months notice period before leaving that organization. If the 3 months notice period is not given, what are the penalties, or what is the process of it? Then exit interviews. These are some of the crucial parts in the company. Like when we are going to study an HR audit, these are certain areas where they need to focus. Like when we talk about hiring process, audit jab hota hai, when we talk about a hiring process, it all starts from internal note that there is a vacancy in this organization. To go like somewhere you are giving an advertisement, somewhere you are handing over to your consultants, like we need to clear this position, to screening of resumes, how many resumes you have screened, how many you have shortlisted, how many you have interviewed, to who is the backup person and whom you have given a copy, what was the negotiation, like initially how much negotiation you have been given, how the cost benefit analysis of that person you have done in that organization, how much he has accepted and when will be the joining date. ये जो पूरा प्रोसेस है उसको HR ऑडिट में दिखाया जाता है. Like we totally study the the process here over here is studied so that to understand कि ये जो process है वो process कितना effective है. Next we talk about, suppose we talk about like there is an exit interview that happens. Exit interview is when one employee puts down the paper और जब resign कर देते हैं, at that time they meet with an interview, like it is generally taken by their boss, immediate manager नहीं तो उसके ऊपर के जो manager रहते हैं, नहीं तो in most companies it has been taken by the HR even. So in this exit interviews, they kind of ask like, what is the reason behind this, leaving the job? Like this is a kind of interview where they do, where they think like if there is any kind of, gap that is happening or if there is any kind of improvement in the HR processes, just to understand that this interview kind of thing is done. And it has a structured questionnaire set, like it is a, on the structured questionnaire set, they need to answer and they fulfill. Like, here they just look after that, is there any chance of retaining this employee? If they have not retained this employee, what is the reason behind this employee leaving this organization? So ये जो सारे आपको नाम्स मैंने बोले, हायरिंग प्रोसीजर, एम्प्लॉय ऑनबोर्डिंग, कंपेंसेशन प्लान, परफॉर्मेंस रिव्यू, एग्जिट इंटरव्यूज. In case of HR audit, we are just going to study the process, how effective this process is in an organization. Now, why do we go and do this HR audit? So that we have we ensure that the compliance of the company is working is in accordance with the laws. Laws in terms like there are various laws that are governed, like when you are in a company, when you are in an organization, there are various laws that govern an organization, particularly like if we talk about HR, the basic laws that govern is your Minimum Wages Act, your Provident Fund Act, all those kind of legalities that has been given, like in case you have a contract labor, it is Contract Labor Act. So we do an HR audit so that you the companies any kind of compliances that arises in law in accordance with the laws. And here it also gives a chance of the HR department to understand themselves and to improve themselves. And moreover, their major aim is like there should be a review and there should be a proper resource allocation for the human resources. And even if there is a small chance of improvement in some area, like quality improvement that we talk about, so this HR audit focuses mainly on this quality audit. Now there are different types of HR audit. The first one is called as your I-9 audit. I-9 is actually to ensure that there is an I-9 form for all the employees in the company. I-9 is a legal requirement for companies to verify like that all the workers present over here have a valid employment or they are permanently employed and they are authorized and they are in the, मतलब जब भी उनका onboarding और recruitment हुआ है, it is according to the process. Then there is a second type of audit that happens of policy audit. Policy audit is like what is the company's current policies and what are the upcoming policies. Just to ensure that there is a consistency among it, policy audits are done and they have to be in full compliance with the governing legal norms. Governing legal norms matlab today government has ensured that every organization must encourage diversity in terms of like gender diversity. So every company, they have to show what is the male female ratio, like what positions are occupied by the what positions today are occupied by the how many women managers are there, or what positions are occupied by the female employees, what exactly is their area of work. So this is one kind of government norms that has been floated and every company has to keep it or has to have a compliance with this norm. Then there is a legal compliance audit that happens. Legal compliance audit is where your payroll audit, your HR policies, your health and safety. If there is a leave structure in your organization, that audit. Then disability, if it is present in your organization, the disability structure, number of women employees in the organization. If there are 30 or more, then you need to provide a crèche facility. So these legal compliance audits have to be done. This legal compliance audits basically focus on the employment laws, like whether you are giving a payment, whether payment of bonus act is applicable to you, minimum wages act is applicable to you. If it is a factory or a manufacturing organization, how compliant you are with this Factories Act 1948. So all these things are all these parts are seen in that HR audit. The next one is a departmental audit. It is generally an in-house internal audit. Department audit is like we particularly target a department, and that department, that audit has to happen. Like for example, if we talk about HR we have to see like whether like the performance of that department, the payroll of that department, the benefits of that department. It is actually done internally, so that a review of different divisions of a company has to be done, so that kind of like if there is an improvement in the, if there is an improvement of the, if there is a lack in the department, that can be seen. Then another audit happens in terms of the salary and working hours. It is like the audit, it actually uncovers if there is any kind of mistakes that happen in the company's salary structure, and if there is a working hours, it has to see basically for the workers, because there is a legal working hour for everyone, even if it is for the workers. It doesn't apply to the blue collar people, white collar people. It applies to the blue collar people. Like if it is a 9 hours work, they will be working 9 hours, and additional half an hour will ensure that they take an overtime for it. So whatever salary computations has to be done, whatever overtime compensation calculation, like what is their overtime compensation, it is generally twice the general wage. So what is the salary computation? What are the parts of their, what are the different parts in their wages? So this is an audit that is done in terms of salary and working hours. Then there is an audit that happens in terms of safety. Safety is just to ensure that the employee health is not compromised at any point of time. So the working on site is being seen. Like when we talk about safety, it is basically when in manufacturing sectors where these workers work in a very typical and in a very vulnerable set, and here the environment is kind of like poses a different challenge to their health. So this audit is kind of done so that it will limit the risk that happens in the workplace. Then an hiring audit is done. Hiring audit is in terms of like the hiring strategies are consistent, effective, efficient, and fair. In case like no backdoor entries in order to curb that, in order to see that no backdoor entries are happening. Then one audit is done in terms of your employee training and development, where it identified that there are new training programs and how to improve on the old ones. Like when it comes to employee training, actually it was more about a classroom based training, but today with all the 3D things available and internet technology being very fast than the human beings, the whole of this employee training has been changed. It's more about like a old wine in a new bottle. Then we talk about the benefits and compensation package audit, where benefits and compensation package audit, it looks upon the minimum wage, the compensation, company's objective, appropriate employee benefits are given to them or not, and a checklist is being done, and it is kind of like they see whether the company is achieving its legal standpoint and performance. Next important part is your HR audit checklist. Checklist matlab it is generally very long whenever you take on an audit, but then there are some critical points in a department. There is a particular department in an organization called as audit department. Like they look after financial, they look after marketing, they look after HR audits. Okay, like this is all together when we talk about audit, this is all together a very new job, a very new aspect. Okay, so we talk about HR audits. Like the first thing that we look after in HR audit is your employee records, that I said, like I-9 forms. Like today every organization is having their own HRIS. Like they check whether you have this proper HRIS to track and search the information. Like if we are looking for a particular employee, the particular whatever things or whatever kind of like all the details of that employees are to be available in your HRIS. Second is your employee handbook. Employee handbook is like it's a handbook where like all your national, all your state, your local laws of employment are incorporated in that handbook. All your office policies are incorporated on your handbook. It's a very like every year there is an annual checkup that has to be made in that handbook so as to ensure that no mistakes takes place. like whenever a new employee, and usually like every old employee are also given this handbook annually, just to make sure that they are in line with the laws. Then when it comes to checklist, we have your hiring and onboarding process. Hiring, where you will be reviewing the applicant tracking system, ATS बोला जाता है. It is like you will be ensuring and you will be checking the recruitment tools, the viability of the recruitment tools. And moreover, there are some of the organizations today where they have this implemented this buddy or this mentor system. Like you will be automatically attached to a senior employee who will be your mentor, and they will be keeping track of your your professional growth. They will be keeping track of how you are working in this organization. Then we have this compensation checklist. This compensation checklist, this is just an informal way I'm telling you. It is no way related to your study. There is a Chinese proverb that applies to every employees. Okay, like every employee, they say it, like if you are getting paid in peanuts, like if your employer is paying you peanuts, it means like they will be getting monkeys. कंपेंसेशन के बारे में एक ऐसा बोला जाता है कि अगर एम्प्लॉयर आपको लाइक पीनट्स में, इफ दे आर गिविंग यू पे इन टर्म्स ऑफ पीनट्स, देन द एम्प्लॉयर विल बी गेटिंग मंकीज. समझ में आया क्या क्या है? लाइक इट इज अ प्रोवर्ब दैट दे से. वाह, कंफर्म करने का क्या तरीका है. Okay, so when it comes to compensation, they have this checklist like what is the competitive salary package that is available in the market, what is its internal and external equity, and they have to see that whether if there is any pay disparity based on the disability, based on gender, based on caste system, based on the place that you are from. ये check किया जाता है HR audit में. They actually build up a system where they establish a system where it determines a hike in salary, maybe a 3% hike in your basic pay, or 6% hike in your basic pay, or a 10% hike in your basic pay. Then this checklist actually reviews whatever current salary is in line with the minimum wages, or what is the current salary it lies with the Payment of Wages Act. Like as per that act, every organization has to pay their salary in between 1st of the month to 7th of the month. They can extend or pay it to extend and take it to 10th of the month. Beyond that, they cannot take it, depending upon their salary cycle. Like there are organizations whose salary cycle starts from 21 to 20. There are organizations whose salary cycle is from 1 to 30. So there are organizations whose salary cycle is 1 to 28 even. Okay. So just to checklist that the salary is in line with your average salary, minimum wages. Then a performance evaluation checklist is done to see whether like the system has to be accurate in terms of like employee promotion as well as employee demotion. Like a performance appraisal tool is seen, like every year this organization runs this performance appraisal tool. And moreover, it checks to see like whether there is a favoritism in the workplace when it comes to performance appraisal and when it comes to employee promotion. Then there is another way of checking this audit checklist is in terms of training. Training is it has to decide on the training programs at the beginning of the year. It has to see what is the effectiveness of the training program. It has to also check on the mentorship program that the companies have, like it is to train the juniors by the seniors, and whether every year they run an equal employment opportunity training program. Like this is a mandatory for all the organizations. Today, even your workplace, what do you say? आपके वर्कप्लेस में there should be equal opportunity. It is mandatory that posh role एक posh training भी दिया जाता है आप लोगों के लिए. Prevention of sexual harassment, it is a mandatory training. Like every year they have to run this training. Similarly, there is another mandatory training called as EEO, Equal Employment Opportunity Training. So in order to conduct a very fruitful audit, or this audit has to be very much successful, it is very much essential that you assess the situation and you have to understand the workforce point of view. Like every time it cannot be employer's point of view, it has to be established to your workforce. Every time, in order to gain a new perspective, in order to have new areas of improvement, you need to understand, you need to evaluate the performance of your work staff, as well as you have to understand their point of view of work. So if I close this down of this HR audit, like HR audit is something which will actually give a proper action plan, and it is important in the very first place, as no it gives you ideas of improvement, it gives new innovative ideas, and any kind of wrong management decision is something which will give you a chance of rectifying and correcting in the department. So this was all about your HR audit. The last chapter we almost completed matlab kya? We completed the HRM subject. Like last, you people are free of this subject now. The rest part that I have is my specialization students to complete. मतलब आपका contemporary frameworks and management complete हो गया, HR भी complete हो गया. You people have also submitted your assignments. You will be given in between 3rd or 4th of August, you will be given a link where you will be attending 90 questions, 90 questions, 90 minutes, 90 marks. 90 marks, 9 subjects. आपका 9 subjects ही है ना? 9 subjects, 90 marks, 90 minutes. That will be one external examination agency who will be doing the test. That is your annual test जो बोला जाता है, वो kind of like year semester end test है वो. Be prepared, attend that test. It is mandatory for you people to attend that test. Anything more you need to ask me? Anything more you need to ask me?
अभी टेस्ट अभी हम लैपटॉप पे दे सकते हैं ना?
हाँ, फोन पे भी दे सकते हो आप. फोन पे भी आप दे सकते हो. Anything more? Anything more you need from me? Monday onwards, I will be uploading my PPTs of HRM as well as your contemporary frameworks and management. So far as I had discussed with the faculties, I have come to know like today or maybe like in August 1st and 2nd, somewhere they will also be completing their courses. So a course completion is declared from their aspects, like it will take another 1-2 days and they will be completing the course. Your exams might be starting somewhat around in 10th or 15th of August. So you have ample amount of time to study to give your exams. What more? What else you need?
मैम एक बार एक्चुअली रिवीजन के लिए ना दोनों को सीएफएम और एचआरएम
मैम आंसर प्रैक्टिस सेट मिलेंगे क्या?
प्रैक्टिस सेट पूछती हूँ.
विद आंसर.
विद आंसर.
यस मैम, पढ़ने के लिए.
पूछती हूँ. मेरे सब्जेक्ट्स का चाहिए या सबका चाहिए?
नहीं, आपका
मेरे सब्जेक्ट्स का.
यस मैम, आपका.
मेरे सब्जेक्ट के एक कंटेम्प्रेरी फ्रेमवर्क्स एंड मैनेजमेंट आई एम ट्राइंग, वो मुझे मिलता है तो मैं देती हूँ, बिकॉज उसका है ही नहीं प्रैक्टिस, मतलब क्वेश्चन बैंक ही नहीं है. what they are doing is they are just putting questions from different angles of what these books have submitted and then वो forward कर रहे हैं. उसका question bank ही नहीं बना है. Like उसका जो question set कर रहे हैं ना, they are 60 questions वो बना रहे हैं, and that too they are covering every aspect of emotional intelligence. They are covering every aspect of leadership. तो उस हिसाब से वो question set कर रहे हैं. Like ऐसा भी वो क्वेश्चन सेट में मैंने देखा था कि दे आर आस्किंग अबाउट हु आर द ऑथर्स ऑफ दैट बुक. जैसे 21 इरेफ्यूटेबल लॉज ऑफ लीडरशिप है, तो 20 उसमें से एक लॉ व्हाट डज इट मीन, ऐसा करके वो क्वेश्चन सेट बनाया जा रहा है. इट विल टेक अनदर 1 year टू हैव अ क्वेश्चन बैंक ऑफ इट्स ओन.
और इस पे डिस्कशन ले लीजिए बुक्स का रिवीजन है. ये CFM के ऐसे अभी जैसे बता रहा क्या क्या क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं, डिस्कशन है सर।
आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा है मुझे ठीक से।
मैडम जनरल रिवीजन ले लीजिए ना CFM का भी, जो लेक्चर्स बचे हैं
ठीक है, मैं आपको बताती हूँ, जनरल रिवीजन ले लेती हूँ।
हाँ, इसके क्वेश्चन के बाद भी देखिए।
ओके, एनीथिंग मोर? एनीथिंग मोर?
नो मैम।
ठीक है, तो I have actually I have to go to another place today, so shall I leave the class now? Is it okay with you?
मैम जो बैरक एक्ट देने वाले थे स्पेशलाइजेशन
बेरेक्स
हाँ,
स्पेशलाइजेशन है,
बैरक
बेरेक्स। हाँ ठीक है, बेरेक्स ना देती हूँ।
जो आप हाँ खुद कर कंप्लीट करके देने वाले थे ना
हाँ
एक PDF।
बेरेक्स दे रही हूँ, बेरेक्स दे
हाँ,
दूंगी
yes।
आपको। और कुछ